The person you were yesterday, that person is not enough for the life you want tomorrow. You gotta wake up every single day with a mindset that says, I refuse to stay the same. Because let me tell you something, growth ain't optional. It's necessary. Some of you are sitting here, waiting for success to knock on your door. But success don't work like that. Success comes to those who chase it, those who grind for it, those who refuse to settle. If you want to be better, if you want to grow, you gotta make a decision right here, right now, that you will not be the same person tomorrow that you are today. So I got one question for you. Are you ready to level up? Are you ready to improve yourself? Taking full ownership of your life means refusing to make excuses for where you are right now. It means looking in the mirror and accepting that everything you have or don't have is a result of your own choices, your own mindset, and your own effort. The moment you take ownership, you take back power. You stop blaming your past, your circumstances, or other people, because you realize that no one is coming to save you, no one is going to hand you success. You have to go and get it yourself. Taking ownership means understanding that every single action you take, every single decision you make, is either moving you closer to your goals or pulling you further away. It's waking up every morning and deciding that today is another opportunity to get better. It's about having the discipline to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about committing to a higher standard for yourself and refusing to settle for anything less than your absolute best. The people who take ownership don't complain about what they can't control. They focus on what they can control. They don't waste time pointing fingers or making excuses. They take action. They understand that life is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it, because the truth is life will throw challenges at you. You will face setbacks, but ownership means standing up and saying, I am responsible for how I respond. I am responsible for what I do next. Ownership is not about feeling guilty or beating yourself up for past mistakes. It's about learning from them. It's about realizing that every mistake, every failure is a lesson. It's an opportunity to adjust your strategy, to grow, and to move forward with more wisdom and more strength. When you take ownership, you eliminate the victim mentality, because victims wait for someone else to change their situation. But owners take action. Owners wake up early. They plan their day. They take charge of their habits, their mindset, and their growth. They don't wait for motivation, because they understand that motivation is temporary, but commitment is permanent. They know that every great achievement starts with the decision to be responsible for their own progress. Taking full ownership means accepting that your success is in your hands. It's about setting goals and holding yourself accountable to those goals. No more waiting for the perfect moment. No more waiting for someone to give you permission. You have to go after it now. The greatest athletes, the greatest entrepreneurs, the greatest minds in history all had one thing in common. They refused to let their circumstances define them. They refused to let their excuses stop them. They took ownership of their journey and kept pushing forward even when things got tough. Because ownership is not just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about being honest with yourself about where you are right now and what you need to do to get to the next level. It's about looking at your weaknesses and saying, I will turn them into strengths. It's about recognizing your bad habits and replacing them with habits that will serve your future. You can't blame your family, your background, or your past experiences for where you are, because none of that controls your future. The only thing that controls your future, what you do right now. What actions are you taking today that are setting you up for success tomorrow? What decisions are you making today that align with the future you want. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you haven't fully committed to taking ownership of your growth. It's because you're still letting distractions, excuses, and comfort hold you back. But when you decide to take ownership, you take control of your destiny. You stop waiting, you stop wishing, and you start working, because there are two types of people in this world: those who make excuses and those who make progress, and the difference between the two is ownership. The moment you take ownership, you realize that you don't need permission to succeed. You just need to make a decision. You just need to step up, take action, and keep pushing forward no matter what. Developing daily discipline is the foundation of success, because success is not about big moments or lucky breaks. It is about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Discipline is waking up early even when you feel like sleeping. And it is going to the gym when you don't feel like working out. It is studying when you would rather watch TV. It is choosing the harder path now so you can enjoy the rewards later. Discipline is the ability to control your emotions and impulses and stay committed to your goals no matter how you feel in the moment. Feelings come and go, but discipline stays constant. And that is why the most successful people in the world are not the ones who are always motivated. They are the ones who are always disciplined. Motivation fades. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when you don't feel like it. Discipline about doing the right thing even when no one is watching it, about holding yourself accountable and setting standards for yourself that you refuse to break. It is easy to make excuses. It is easy to say, I will do it tomorrow, but discipline does not allow tomorrow to be an option, because tomorrow is just another excuse. Discipline means setting goals and making a plan to achieve them, but more importantly, it means sticking to that plan every single day no matter what happens. It means deciding in advance what actions you will take and then following through in when life gets tough, because life will test you. Distractions will come, obstacles will appear, but discipline is what keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Discipline is about controlling your time, your habits, and your thoughts, because the truth is, if you don't control them, they will control you. People who lack discipline let their emotions dictate their actions. They let distractions pull them away from their goals. They let bad habits take over, and then they wonder why they aren't getting results. But those who have discipline don't allow their feelings to control them. They don't wait until they feel like doing the work. They just do it, because they know that consistency is the key to progress. It does not matter how talented you are if you do not have discipline. You will not reach your full potential. Talent might give you an advantage, but discipline is what separates the good from the great, because talent without discipline leads to wasted potential, but discipline without talent still leads to success, because discipline means showing up every day and putting in the work no matter how you feel. Discipline is about creating routines and sticking to them. It is about developing habits that serve your goals and eliminating the ones that don't. It is about choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. It is about sacrificing temporary comfort for permanent achievement, because every time you hit snooze, every time you skip a workout, every time you make an excuse, you are delaying your own progress. And the worst part is most people don't even realize how much time they are wasting, because a lack of discipline does not ruin your life in one day. It ruins your life slowly over time without you even noticing. But the good news is discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through practice and repetition. Every time you push yourself to do something even when you don't feel like it, you are building discipline. Every time you stick to your routine even when life gets hard, you are reinforcing discipline. And the more you practice discipline, the stronger it becomes, because discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more powerful it gets. If you want to succeed, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your feelings, because discipline is not about doing what is easy, it is about doing what is necessary. It is about making the hard choices now so that you can live the life you want later. It is about taking responsibility for your actions and refusing to let distractions, excuses, or laziness hold you back. The reality is discipline is what creates freedom, because when you are disciplined, you are in control of your life. You are in control of your success. You are in control of your future. Surrounding yourself with winners is one of the most powerful things you can do to change your life, because the people around you have a direct impact on your mindset, your habits, and your success. The truth is you become like the people you spend the most time with. So, if you surround yourself with lazy, unmotivated, negative people, you will slowly start adopting their mindset, their habits, and their energy. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with driven, ambitious, and successful people, you will naturally start leveling up, because winners push each other to be better. Winners hold each other accountable. Winners don't let each other make excuses. Winners challenge each other to grow and improve. Being around the right people raises your standards. It forces you to think bigger and work harder, because when you see people around you grinding every day, chasing their goals and making things happen, you have no choice but to do the same. It eliminates the option of being average, because the standard is set so high that anything less than greatness is unacceptable. But if you are surrounded by people who are comfortable being average, who make excuses, who waste time and complain about life, then that mindset will start to rub off on you as well. Your environment is everything, because no matter how disciplined or motivated you are, the people around you will either push you forward or pull you back. That is why it is so important to be intentional about who you spend your time with. If you want to be successful, you have to be around people who are going where you want to go, people who think bigger than you, people who challenge you to improve. The reality is success is contagious, but so is failure. If you are constantly around people who are negative, who doubt themselves, who settle for less than they deserve, then that energy will influence you. But when you surround yourself with winners, with people who are obsessed with growth, with people who believe in themselves and push through adversity, you will start to develop the same mindset. The conversations you have will change. Instead of talking about problems and excuses, you will start talking about solutions and opportunities. Instead of complaining about obstacles, you will start finding ways to overcome them. Instead of wasting time on meaningless distractions, you will start focusing on your goals and your purpose. Winners don't just sit around talking about what they want to do, they take action. They don't just dream, they execute. They don't just wish for success, they work for it. And when you are surrounded by that kind of energy, it becomes impossible to stay the same. If you are serious about improving your life, you have to evaluate your circle. Ask yourself, are the people around me pushing me to be better, or are they holding me back? Are they inspiring me to grow, or are they keeping me comfortable? Are they supporting my vision, or are they filling my mind with doubt? The truth is, not everyone is meant to go with you on your journey to success. Some people will try to keep you at their level because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Some people will doubt you, not because they don't believe in you, but because they don't believe in themselves. You have to be willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. You have to be willing to distance yourself from negativity, from small thinking, from people who don't have the same hunger and ambition as you do, because your time and energy are too valuable to waste on people who don't align with your vision. Find people who challenge you, find people who inspire you, find people who are ahead of you so that you can learn and grow. Find people who hold you accountable and push you to be the best version of yourself, because when you are surrounded by winners, success becomes the only option. Embracing the struggle is one of the most important mindsets you can develop, because growth does not happen in comfort. Growth happens when you push yourself beyond your limits, when you face challenges head on, and when you refuse to back down. No matter how difficult the journey gets, most people run from struggle. They avoid discomfort. They look for the easy way out. But what they don't realize is that struggle is what builds strength. Struggle is what builds character. Struggle is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. Every single successful person has gone through struggle, has faced obstacles, has dealt with setbacks, but the difference is they didn't let those struggles break them. They let those struggles make them. Every time you go through something hard, every time you push through pain, every time you refuse to give up, you are becoming stronger. You are building resilience. You are developing the mindset that nothing can stop you, because struggle is not a sign that you are failing. Struggle is a sign that you are growing. Every time you feel like quitting, every time you feel like it's too hard, that is the exact moment when you need to keep going, because the breakthrough always comes right after the struggle. The problem is most people quit too soon. They give up when things get tough. They back down when they feel resistance, and that is why they never reach their full potential. They don't realize that struggle is part of the process, that the pain is temporary, but the growth is permanent. When you embrace the struggle, you stop seeing challenges as problems and you start seeing them as opportunities. You stop seeing failures as setbacks and you start seeing them as lessons. You stop avoiding hard things and you start chasing them, because you understand that every difficult situation is shaping you into the person you need to be for the success you want to achieve. Struggle is the price you pay for greatness. There is no way around it. If you want to be strong, you have to lift heavy weight. If you want to be successful, you have to overcome big challenges. If you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to be willing to go through the fire and come out stronger on the other side. Most people want success without struggle. They want growth without discomfort. They want results without putting in the work. But that is not how life works. If you want to reach the next level, you have to be willing to do what most people won't. You have to be willing to endure what most people can't. You have to be willing to struggle, because struggle is what transforms you. Struggle forces you to level up. Struggle forces you to find out what you are really made of. Struggle forces you to dig deep and discover strengths you never knew you had. The people who embrace the struggle are the ones who become unstoppable, because they are not afraid of failure. They are not afraid of obstacles. They are not afraid of pain. They welcome it. They thrive in it. They use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. When you embrace the struggle, you stop looking for shortcuts. You stop waiting for things to get easier. You stop hoping for life to be fair. Instead, you develop the mindset that no matter how hard it gets, you will find a way. No matter how many times you fail, you will get back up. No matter what obstacles come your way, you will keep moving forward, because the struggle is not there to break you. The struggle is there to build you. It is there to shape you. It is there to prepare you for the greatness that is waiting on the other side. Staying hungry and staying humble is the key to continuous growth and long-term success, because the moment you think you have arrived, the moment you start getting comfortable, that is the moment you start falling behind. Hunger is what separates the good from the great. Hunger is what keeps you pushing forward when others slow down. Hunger is what makes you get up every morning with the mindset that there is always another level to reach. When you stay hungry, you never settle. You never get satisfied with where you are. You never let success make you complacent. You are always looking for ways to improve, to grow, to become better. than you were yesterday, because success is not a destination. Success is a continuous journey. The people who achieve great things are the ones who stay hungry even after they win, even after they accomplish big goals, even after they prove people wrong. They don't stop because they know there is always more work to do, there is always more progress to make, there is always more impact to create. They don't get comfortable because they understand that comfort is the enemy of greatness. Comfort makes people lazy. Comfort makes people lose their edge. Comfort makes people slow down and eventually fall behind. That is why the best in the world never get comfortable. They keep that fire inside them. They keep that hunger alive. They keep pushing forward no matter how much they have already achieved. But hunger alone is not enough. You also have to stay humble, because the moment you let your ego take over, the moment you start thinking you know it all, the moment you stop learning, that is when your downfall begins. Humility is understanding that no matter how successful you become, there is always more to learn. There is always room for improvement. There is always someone who can teach you something new. The most successful people are not the ones who think they have all the answers. They are the ones who stay open to growth, who stay open to feedback, who stay open to new perspectives. They don't let their success make them arrogant. They don't let their achievements make them think they are better than others. They remember where they came from. They remember the struggle they went through. They remember the people who helped them along the way, and they stay grounded because they know that staying humble is what keeps them on the path to continuous success. When you stay humble, you attract the right people. You build strong relationships. You earn respect from those around you. People want to work with you. People want to support you. People want to see you win because they see that you are not just focused on yourself, you are also lifting others up. Humility is what allows you to keep growing, because when you stay humble, you are always looking for ways to improve. You are always willing to learn from others. You are always striving to get better every single day. The moment you stop learning, the moment you stop growing, the moment you stop staying hungry and humble, is the moment you start falling behind. That is why it is so important to keep that fire inside you, to keep that drive, to keep that mindset that there is always another level to reach. Never get too comfortable, never get dissatisfied, never let success make you forget the work it took to get there. Stay hungry for more, stay humble enough to keep learning, and keep pushing forward every single day.